Hi. Recently, we've gone over the 3 R's. Hi. Recently, we've gone over the 3 R's for successful behavior change: reminder, routine, and reward. Today, I'd like to dive a little bit deeper into the reminder and talk about how picking a proper reminder will help set you up for ultimate success. Now, there are 2 categories that I want you to break your day into. One is what you do during the day, and 2 is what happens to you during the day. And those are 2 things that are extremely important to distinguish between. Now, what you do during the day are things that you're directly in control of. Those are your routines, those are your habits. That can be, for example, going and taking a shower in the morning, brushing your teeth, making breakfast, tea, or coffee, getting in your car to go to work. Those are things that you do every day that you're directly in control of. Something that you're not in control of would be something that happens to you during the day. And that could be receiving a text message, receiving an email, or getting stopped at a red light. Those are things that may happen from day to day, but you're not directly in control of. And it's important to distinguish between those 2 categories because it's going to be essential for picking your proper reminder and setting yourself up for success. If, for example, I decided I wanted to power pose every morning in the shower and stand for 2 minutes, then that would be something I could directly control because I already know every morning I'm taking a shower, and so I can put that in after the shower and build it into my routine. Now, if I decided to choose something that happens to me every day, for example, getting stopped at a red light, every once in a while it may be perfect. I could be there for a minute or 2 sitting at the red light in my power pose position, but I'm not directly in control of it. There will be some days that I don't make a red light, that I'm getting greens all the way to work. If that happens, it's going to be impossible for me to stay consistent with that habit. So being sure you distinguish between what you do and what happens to you is going to be crucial for picking a proper habit to follow up with your new habit. Now, when you pick your new habit or you pick a habit to follow up after, you want to be sure you pick one that makes sense. So if I was going to make lunch every day and take it with me to work, because I already eat well from day to day, but if I'm at work, maybe sometimes I'll grab something quick or I'll even skip lunch that day because I haven't set myself up for success at work, only when I'm at home. So I wouldn't want to pick a habit like hopping in the shower or getting in my car to remind me to make lunch that day because it could set me in a bit of a panic. I would have to sort of break my normal routine to go and actually make lunch. If I picked going in the car, I'd have to run back to the house. What I'd want to do is pick something like cooking dinner the night before or cooking breakfast the morning of. I'm already in the kitchen, I've already got the fridge open, the food's out. That would be a perfect opportunity to make my lunch for that day. So being sure you pick a habit that makes sense with your new habit change is also going to be crucial for setting you up for success. Another thing I want to go into is picking a habit that might not be every day, but might be once a week to set you up for success, or sometimes twice a week, etc. An example of this could be going to the gym. A lot of people have already developed the habit of going to the gym, either on their way to work or coming home from work, but will sometimes make compromises because they forgot their gym clothes, they don't have their water bottle, or they didn't bring their shoes. So you could pick a habit once a week. For example, every Saturday you do your laundry. You could use doing laundry as your cue to packing up your gym bag with 3 or 4 days worth of clothes and setting that in your car. Now, every time you get in your car going to or from work, you have that reminder there to go to the gym since you've already developed that habit of going to the gym, going to or from work. So you're just setting up yourself for success using an existing habit, and sometimes it can be as simple as a once a week habit to keep you consistent with a habit you've already developed. Lastly, I want to go over picking your new habit. And that is going to be somewhat determined on the scores that you get from your evaluations. Now, you've already taken a couple evaluations, and you're going to get a number of evaluations here in the future. And I want to talk a little bit about how to read and how to use those evaluations and what you're going to do with them. Now, you've already taken the nutrition evaluation. Soon you're going to be doing the fitness evaluation, as well as some more evaluations on your kitchen environment, on sleep, on stress. Once you take those evaluations, they are yours to hold on to, because we're going to be referring back to them and tracking your improvement over these 12 months. Now, you'll notice each one of them has a few different scores, level 1, 2, and 3. Those are going to help you determine what habits you really need to focus on and which ones might not be crucial to address right away. For example, if you scored a 3 on your nutritional evaluation, that might not be something you want to tackle immediately in this program. That might be something that you already have a pretty firm grasp on. You might want to focus on nutrition, sleep, or possibly stress management instead of changing something in your nutrition, because it seems like if you're scoring a 3, you've got that pretty well dialed in. So, while you get these evaluations and take them, hold on to them and just wait for us to give you the instructions on how to use them. Because right now, the most important thing isn't picking new changes that you want to address, it's figuring out what during your day you can add those changes into. Because until we can set you up to succeed with your new changes, it doesn't matter how many new changes you want to make. The most important step is the process, being sure you're making them stick after your reminder, you're making them a routine, and you're giving yourself that reward. So what you need to do is you need to find those 2 things or those 2 categories in your day and start picking apart your day and breaking them into what you do versus what happens to you. And as we get into it, we'll start getting a little bit more into what we'll do with those evaluations. But the first thing that needs to happen is you need to figure out your day and the best time to put these new changes into it.